Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life and
Rollie with Kim's Inspired Life.
Rollie and I have been in Tennessee since last Wednesday. We flew in. We went from we went from LAX to Nashville.
Right.
And then we rented a car. And so Wednesday was a flying day, and then we got into Knoxville, Tennessee on Thursday early, rented the car, and so that basically gave us a whole day just to get going and have some fun. And so what did we do on Thursday?
We drove from Nashville to Knoxville. We looked around Knoxville a little bit, ate lunch in Knoxville, and our reservations were in Gatlinburg.
While we were in Knoxville, I have some notes here. I always take notes on, keep it a little bit of an agenda. We went to, the first thing we did was, after lunch, we went to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. And so how did you like that?
I liked it.
It was pretty cool. We've been to several Hall of Fames, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so we like Hall of Fame.
Hockey Hall of Fame.
Oh, Hockey Hall of Fame. So in different states, and so the history is just amazing. And it wasn't a huge museum, but it was really fun. We ate lunch at a place called Woodruff's in downtown Knoxville. We were actually looking for Artist Alley with lots of murals, and we found it. And so I have some pictures of that I'll include in the video, and we would have loved to stay in the alley a lot longer and look at all of the art, but it was an alley, and we've been to other artist alleys in other big cities before, namely like San Francisco, LA, and the alleys are a little bit cleaner. This one had a little bit of a alley smell to it, so we really just didn't want to hang around a lot, but the art was beautiful. We ate lunch at a place called Woodruff's, and it was really good, really cheap. I think for both of us to have lunch, it was like
15 bucks.
Yeah, crazy. Not in California. Don't do that. Not even at fast food. So that was really great. And then we headed to Gatlinburg. And how long of a drive was that?
Well, it was only like 25 miles, but it took like an hour.
Took a while.
Winding roads and slow traffic, and
so we got to Gatlinburg.
Well, we went through Pigeon Forge first.
Oh, that's right. We did go through Pigeon Forge. We've never been to this part of Tennessee. And so we were excited to be able to go through Pigeon Forge. Lots of mini golf places, lots of arcades. I wasn't expecting that.
Lots of pancake houses and lots of Dolly Parton.
Oh, yeah. So our goal then for Friday was to get to the Great Smoky Mountains. And what a beautiful drive that was.
The Smoky Mountains was only like 5 miles from Gatlinburg, the entrance. So then we had 2 or 3 different ways we could choose to go, and we chose the shorter way.
So there were a lot of people. There's a lot of stops where you can look out, and so we did that. We stopped and we took pictures along the way, and then we made our way up to the Smoky Mountains and enjoyed the day there, and then went back to the hotel and rested. On Saturday, we decided to head into Pigeon Forge. We actually had made reservations at the Dolly Parton Stampede. So we were at a dinner and a show, and so we were doing that in the afternoon. And so we just, and that's in Pigeon Forge. We also then went to Sevierville.
Home of Dolly Parton.
Yeah, and she doesn't live there now, but that's where she lived for a long time. And there's a statue of her in downtown Sevierville, so we found that. Also, we went to Hobby Lobby because there's a Hobby Lobby there. So Saturday was a full day, and Sunday we had to rest. We were so exhausted, so we just took our time getting up. We had breakfast at the hotel. We stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, so there was breakfast every morning. So we had breakfast, and we decided to walk downtown a little bit since we hadn't really, or in that little area outside our hotel. So we found Bird's Cookies. So if you're familiar with Bird's Cookies, we bought some cookies.
And also when we were in Pigeon Forge, we went to the Moon Pie
Oh, yeah.
Moon Pie.
We had to find a bookshop, and so Moon Pie and Book Warehouse, I think it was called. It was a huge book warehouse. I did buy 2 books, which I'll share in an upcoming video. And then
She ate her first moon pie.
Yeah, that was interesting. The graham cracker, marshmallows, and chocolate, was it?
Isn't that a s'more?
Yeah, basically a s'more. So in like a
moon pie form.
In a moon pie form. And they were giving out free samples, and lots of people were buying them and taking lots of them home. So
it's
Is it East Coast thing?
East Coast thing, I think.
Okay. Did a lot of resting because we had been on the go all week, and we knew we were getting up the next morning on Monday, and we were heading out of town. So Monday we packed up and we headed out and left Gatlinburg, headed towards Nashville. But Rollie had been looking up some falls, different falls that he wanted to stop along the way. So the first falls we stopped at were Ozone Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a little hike out. And so that was nice. And then we stopped at Cummins State Park Falls, and that was a little bit of a longer hike, but that was fun. And then we got to see the beautiful falls.
There's no elk. We saw pigs. We saw squirrels. We were
really hoping before we left Nashville to be able to see, while we were up in the mountains, to see some animals. At the Stampede, we saw buffalo and longhorns. That was it. And horses, of course. So nothing out in the wild, which I don't know why. I guess
we saw deer when we were coming.
Yeah, we did.
When we were coming to Knoxville on the way here.
Some few wild deer that were out there by the side of the road. And so that was a fun day. We stopped at Zaxby's. We don't have Zaxby's in California, so we enjoyed Zaxby's for lunch, and then we just kind of took our time and got here to the hotel. After we checked in, we went over to Music Hall of Fame, mm-hmm. and we got there just in time to take a studio tour of Studio B, which was really interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, just really talked about all the artists that have played the piano in that studio, a lot about Elvis, a lot about Dolly Parton, and just really cool, really cool. But that was already towards the end of the day, so we did not get to actually go into the Country Music Hall of Fame. We do have tickets to go today. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 things on our agenda today: Country Music Hall of Fame, well actually 3. We walked down Broadway a little bit yesterday, so we're going to walk down Broadway, we're going to go to the Country Music Hall of Fame, but then we have to get back here to rest for a little bit and change, because tonight is the night. We're going to see Coldplay at Nissan Stadium, mm-hmm. and I'm so excited. I love Coldplay, and so that's how this whole trip started. I asked Rollie if he wanted to go see Coldplay. We bought tickets. I said they're playing in Nashville. Rollie said, okay, let's just go to Nashville for the week. And so tonight is the concert, and tomorrow we fly back, but not until the afternoon. So I don't know what we'll do in the morning. We'll just kind of see how we feel after the concert tonight, and then we'll just pack up and we'll head home, and we'll be home tomorrow, Wednesday. So this has been a lot of fun this week. People in Tennessee are so nice. It's been really welcoming. Great Smoky Mountains are beautiful. Being out in the mountains and in nature has been wonderful. And so now we're going to flip that, and we're going to be around a lot of people.
And we saw license plates from everywhere. Every
state, even California. So there are a lot of people visiting from all over the United States, and a lot of people love Tennessee. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by to see what we've been doing on our vacation in Tennessee. It's been great, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Have a good day.
Bye.